Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Smackdown Live. This is the go-home show before the big pay-per-view of Fastlane. Fastlane's going to be stacked, but tonight's card is even more stacked as well. And tonight, we see Braun Strowman in action, Daniel Bryan in action, as well as much more here in Iowa, so make sure you guys do not click away. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our opening contest is the former WWE Champion, the glorious one, Bobby Roode. He'll be taking on Daniel Bryan to open us up tonight. And for Daniel Bryan, this opening contest is going to be huge for him, because Daniel Bryan will be taking on Braun Strowman this Sunday at Fastlane in a #1 contenders matchup. And with what we saw last night on Monday Night Raw, Batista, it seems like he has for sure picked AJ Styles. So it's either going to be Daniel Bryan or it will be Braun Strowman next in line, and you got to think that match is going to take place at WrestleMania. But anything can change from Fastlane to WrestleMania. And once we're done with Fastlane, it's going to be 4 weeks. Count that, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks away from WrestleMania. We've already had one match. Basically, well, at least 2 matches, because the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but we don't have the contenders. But at least we have AJ Styles and Batista. The Universal Championship is going to be on the line. And this man right now, Bobby Roode, ever since winning, or after losing that WWE Championship, he hasn't been able to do quite well so far after that. So he's looking to climb back up here in the rankings, pick up some more wins, and reevaluate his career here on Smackdown Live. As there is Daniel Bryan. Does he walk out as the #1 contender and potentially face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship? I'd love that match. I'd love to see Roman Reigns and frickin' Braun Strowman as well. I mean, Roman Reigns has already defeated Strowman twice, so I mean, we would basically know the outcome, unfortunately. But we haven't seen Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan that I know of. So that'd be the first time ever we'd see a match between those men. I mean, I'd love to see both matches, like I said. It's a tough call to really pick. And talking about Strowman, he'll be in action later tonight against Big E of the New Day. And that should be a pretty good matchup as well. We'll go over all the matches later on tonight, but this is our opening contest. Daniel Bryan and Bobby Roode kicking us off here. And we have a stacked show tonight, and even Fastlane card is stacked. We'll go over the card little by little tonight. So tonight, we have Daniel Bryan versus Bobby Roode to open us up. And later on tonight, we had a match that announced from last week. It's going to be The Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. They'll be in action taking on the Usos. As well as Braun Strowman will be in action against Big E, as well as in our main event. Asuka, your Smackdown Live Women's Champion, will be in action in your main event as she takes on the winner of the women's first ever Battle Royal, your Royal Rumble, whatever you'd like to call it. Either way, Becky Lynch is the first ever Royal Rumble winner for the women, and she'll be taking on Asuka versus Becky Lynch tonight in your main event. And for that match, Asuka gets ready for Charlotte Flair, as it is going to be Asuka taking on Charlotte Flair at Fastlane for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And like I said, later on tonight we'll go through all the matches, what exactly is going to be going on with the WWE Championship being in a steel cage match, a #1 contenders match for the SmackDown Championship, or the #1 contenders match between the Club and the Shield, as well as Braun Strowman and Daniel Bryan #1 contenders match, as well as the Usos Open Challenge for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, the Nakamura versus Apollo Crews for the United States Championship match. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about all the matches later on tonight, as Bobby Roode and Daniel Bryan go at it there quickly at ringside. Bobby Roode now looking to inflict some more damage inside the ring. And this would hurt Daniel Bryan heading into Fastlane right now. I mean, obviously Bobby Roode is a man that's a very dangerous superstar, and you can't count him out in any of the matches. But for Bobby Roode, he's he's struggling to stay in that main event picture right now. And he's a glorious superstar, no pun intended whatsoever. But I mean, Bobby Roode needs a win, and especially Daniel Bryan. If Roode wants to stay in this picture, he needs a win, especially for Daniel Bryan having a match this Sunday against Braun Strowman, and one of the biggest matches Daniel Bryan or Strowman will have here in Universe Mode. Both of these guys will need a win tonight. It's Daniel Bryan with a nice drop kick into the corner, and Daniel Bryan all fired up, and again a drop kick. Down goes Bobby Roode. Daniel Bryan is all fired up, ladies and gentlemen. As now Bryan with a pinfall. Is this enough? No, still early. Just a big old 1 count. And now into the corner. Oh, I thought he was going to toss him in the corner, but decided against it. Showing a little bit of agility there. Oh, Bobby Roode with a big punch, stunning Daniel Bryan there for a quick second. And now Roode looking for a suplex here. And it connects. Down goes Daniel Bryan. The yes is back, and we'll see if Daniel Bryan can beat Braun Strowman and defeat Roman Reigns, possibly if Daniel Bryan is able to somehow survive Braun Strowman. Bobby Roode taking some time to taunt the crowd, and Daniel Bryan with that glorious chant. As Roode looking to inflict some more damage right in that shoulder neck area right now. That's a good idea. Just focus on what he can, the limbs, the body parts, anything that he can to try and get an injury out of Daniel Bryan. Because maybe Bobby Roode would get injected into that match if Daniel Bryan would walk out of this match injured. As now Bryan, look at the strength there of Daniel Bryan with a nice suplex. And now, can Daniel Bryan capitalize? Uh-oh. Here he comes, Daniel Bryan with these yes kicks right to the chest. And now Bryan right to the skull. And here we go with a pinfall. Will this be enough? 2. No, 2.5. And Daniel Bryan thought he had him. I believe Daniel Bryan has won a couple matches with those yes kicks. But that was like later in the matches when, you know, he was just trying to do anything in his willpower to put away a superstar, going for the running knee. Bobby Roode running, or I should say moving right out of the way. And now Bobby Roode with a nice sit-out maneuver. I don't know, whatever you want to call that. Either way. Daniel Bryan fighting out of it now. And now, wait, hold on a minute. Is he thinking about the label lock? Yes, the label lock is in. Will Bobby Roode tap? Yes, he has nowhere to go. Daniel Bryan picks up a much-needed win tonight as he heads to that #1 contenders matchup this Sunday at Fastlane. That's what Daniel Bryan needed. Hopefully Strowman was watching in the back as, wait a minute, Roode coming right after him, but Daniel Bryan fighting off attack from Roode. And now a clothesline takes out Bobby Roode. And that's a big exclamation point right there for tonight. Bryan needed that. He does not need to be injured before the match. And Roode, very unfortunately for him, he loses and he tried to sneak attack and it didn't work out. Daniel Bryan kicks us off on Smackdown Live with a win as we now get to see the Shield versus the Usos in a non-title match. Here we are, the Shield take on the tag team champions, the Usos. And this match right here could very well be the match we see at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. It could be the Shield versus the Usos, or it could be obviously the opposite, the Usos versus the Club at WrestleMania. But I mean, either way, both outcomes is going to lead to a heck of a SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. The Club obviously leaving havoc here and there, and the Club, or I should say the Shield, are now looking to get championships around their waist. Because I mean, Roman Reigns is champion right now. A lot of people are assuming Roman Reigns defeats Finn Balor in that steel cage, but anything is very well possible. Imagine all Shield members at WrestleMania walking out with championships. That'd be an absolutely awesome sight to see. But these guys right here, the Usos, they have a tag team championship match this Sunday. It is an open challenge. They don't know who it is. It very well could be anyone, except for the New Day, the Club, or the Shield. So, Breezango, Rusev Day, and anyone else that we have on the Smackdown Live Tag Team roster. As here are the Usos, looking to take everyone to the Uso Penitentiary. The Usos were able to take those Tag Team Championships away from the longest reigning defending tag team here in SmackDown Live's history, and that is the New Day. The Usos are looking to make them Tag Team Championships very glorious. And the Usos with the Tag Team title shot puts them at a disadvantage because, I mean, they could prepare for any 3 teams or 4 teams or whatever tag teams it could be, but they won't know who it is. As here we go, I believe that's Jey Uso and Dean Ambrose and Jimmy, or I should say Jey Uso, pardon me, again. I get these brothers mixed up from time to time, so you'll have to bear with me sometimes. But Jey Uso, Ambrose starting us off here, and Jey Uso is coming out here with a straight fire, as now Ambrose with a big takedown. And talking about straight fire, Becky Lynch, your first ever Royal Rumble winner for the women's division. She'll be in action in the main event against the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Asuka. And for that match, Asuka gets ready for Charlotte. And, you know, Charlotte's definitely going to be backstage watching that match because it's going to be a very marquee match. And Asuka and Charlotte's going to tear down the house there at Fastlane. I cannot wait. Is now Ambrose, hard Irish whip in the corner, and another forearm, and now another bulldog. Ambrose does whatever he needs to do to, you know, defeat his opponents. And, you know, Ambrose, last time we saw Ambrose, unfortunately for him, he ended up losing in that one-on-one contest when he took on Luke Gallows. Gallows with a double-hand chokeslam, leading to a victory for Luke Gallows. Seth Rollins would go on to defeat Carl Anderson the week beforehand, and we'll just have to see how this is going to end up going. I mean, like I mentioned, the Club versus the Uso, or the Usos versus the Shield. Either way, it's going to be a great tag team match for those SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships at Mania. That's if the Usos walk out with the championships at Fastlane. Anything is very well possible. If it's Rusev Day, if it's Breezango, if it's the Ascension, or if it's some other tag team that I don't know about here on SmackDown Live. But SmackDown Live has a stacked tag team division for sure. I mean, maybe we have a surprise call-up from NXT or something. I don't know. Big elbow strike takes down Rollins. And now Rollins trying to get back in this match with that jawbreaker. Going for a knee strike. That's Jey Uso once again, pardon me. Jimmy now gets a tag in. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We're about to see an Uso splash. You got a single leg Boston Crab into a frog splash right on that left knee. And we know what the Usos are targeting right there. I mean, if I'm Jimmy right now, I go for the submission. I go for that single leg Boston Crab. I try and make Seth Rollins tap out right there. As Rollins saw what he was trying to come after, and not going to let that happen as he takes him down with the drop kick. And now Rollins looking to inflict some more damage. As well as tonight, we have the 2 big matches after tonight's matchup. We have Braun Strowman, the man that's in the #1 contenders match, against Daniel Bryan. Strowman takes on Big E of the New Day. As well as in our main event, like we keep mentioning, Asuka takes on Becky Lynch. As Asuka looks to, gain some momentum, much needed momentum, over a woman like Becky Lynch. Rollins working on the neck there of Jimmy Uso. Now, I'd love to make some predictions, but there's so many different outcomes that can definitely happen at Fastlane. Oh, knee strike right to the face there, and Jimmy went out like a dart. And now Rollins over the rope there. Drop kick takes down one half of the tag team champions. And now Rollins with a nice standing moonsault. But if I had one underrated matchup, it has to definitely be the Apollo Crews Shinsuke Nakamura match. that match for sure could be a match stealer for that pay-per-view. Nakamura is looking to silence Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews has had a little bit of a change in attitude. And hold on to my thought there about Crews and Nakamura. Jimmy Uso over the top rope takes down Rollins. And this is what the Usos are all about, risking their life for these tag team championships. Oh, big forearm strike, just glancing blow takes down Rollins. And the crowd here is absolutely going ballistic for this match right now. Throwing him right on the side of that LED board. That's not going to be feeling too good later on. Ooh, big chop there. Oh, and then now we're going to have a chop off, it seems. And now a face buster there from Seth Rollins. I mean, Seth has not really had really good chances here in Universe Mode for, at least on Smackdown Live, to win those championships. At least to try and get those championships. Because Ambrose was on Raw for the longest time, and Rollins was in the singles picture. I mean, Roman Reigns and Rollins weren't back together whatsoever, and Rollins tried getting that WWE Championship. It was a triple threat match. If you guys remember the first ever Smackdown Live, it was Rollins, it was Reigns, and it was John Cena. And Roman Reigns would go on to win that matchup. There's now a roll through, super kick right to the face. And down goes Jimmy, and Seth Rollins is all fired up right now. He is looking to put away Jey Uso. Or I should say Jimmy Uso. Nice clothesline there from Jimmy. Love him or hate him, these Usos are very impressive. And you can definitely say they're one of the best tag teams in WWE. Especially in the history of all the tag teams. As there's a single leg Boston Crab. If you guys remember that big frog splash on that left knee early in the matchup. And now, hold on a minute. Rollins looking for the curb stomp. Curb stomp. A curb stomp to Jimmy Uso. Is that it? 1, 2. Ooh, barely a 2 count, but either way. And now Rollins looking to inflict some damage to the other Uso. Takes down Jey. And Rollins is all fired up here. And this is the home state of Seth Rollins. Rollins is from Iowa. Super kick takes down Rollins. Is that enough? 1. No, broken up by Dean Ambrose. Oh, going for a spinning forearm on Ambrose. And the referee's taken out. That was very inadvertently. And now if there's a tag, though, the referee won't see it. Rollins trying to get a tag, it seems like that, but Jimmy's fighting out of it. And now Jimmy snap suplex there to Seth Rollins. Rollins going to try and get a tag, but once again not able to. And now Rollins with a nice knee strike takes down one half of the tag team champions. And now we have the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. He's going to look to try and inflict some damage. No, he's going to go for the pinfall. Will this be enough? No, just a 1 count. As now Jey Uso, DDT to Seth Rollins. Oh, now he's coming to inflict some damage on Ambrose. Ambrose all fired up right now. And now into the corner, a flying forearm takes down Ambrose. And we'll see if the Usos can get back in this match since Seth Rollins is down at ringside there. Body slam. And now we're about to see it. Uso splash to Dean Ambrose. Is this enough for the Usos to pick up a win over the Shield? 2. No, 2.5. Ambrose showing off some fight right now. And that was the best opportunity for the Usos to win this match. As now another single leg Boston Crab. Will Ambrose tap? He has nowhere to go. Rollins is not trying to break it up. He's trying to see if Ambrose will be able to fight out of this. Uh-oh. Ambrose. Oh, boot to the face and again. I thought there for a minute Ambrose tapped out. He hit that mat pretty hard. As now into the corner once again. Oh, now the Usos playing a little dirty here. Oh, and a big chop. And now Ambrose up to his, at least trying to get up to his feet. Super kick to Ambrose. Is that all she wrote? 2, 3, yes it is. Look at those tag teams working together. The Usos picking up the win over the Shield tonight. And last week here on Smackdown Live, the Usos defeated the Club. And now the Usos have defeated the Shield. So the Usos got to be feeling pretty confident with whatever tag team is going to be next in line. Because it seems like the Usos have the advantage either way. And if the Usos can survive whoever they're facing in that open challenge this Sunday, I think the Usos got to be, maybe a bit cocky for that matchup, because either team that they're going to be facing between the Shield or the Club, it definitely could be a favorable matchup for the Usos. But anything is possible. What a tag team match we just witnessed. But it's time for two big athletes going at it. Big E of the New Day takes on Braun Strowman right now.
Oh, WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
Here is our next matchup, and thanks for Big E to basically announce what's happening. Big E got them Booty-O cereal, as well as Kofi bringing out them pancakes. And now for Big E, this is a big opportunity. Because, I mean, if he gets a big win over Braun Strowman, Big E could always go in a singles direction, Have Kofi and Xavier win the tag team championships whenever that is, eventually, whenever they get another chance. And have Big E, the Muscle, win another championship. Go for the United States or even the WWE championship. Anything is very well possible. Any of these superstars, honestly, could go for a singles championship, and they very well would be favored. Big E, the Muscle, Kofi Kingston, the veteran, and same with Xavier Woods, a very underrated superstar. The crowd here in Iowa is absolutely loving the New Day. These guys are absolutely talented. And when that bell rings, they can be still comedians, but they're still very, very focused. And tonight, Big E's going to have to be focused, because this man right now, Braun Strowman, is looking to become #1 contender by defeating Daniel Bryan this Sunday. Can Strowman do it? We're going to find out sometime soon. And for Roman Reigns, this is going to be a big opportunity if Strowman can defeat Daniel Bryan and go after Roman Reigns. Because Roman Reigns has Braun Strowman's number so far here in Universe Mode. Roman Reigns is 2-0 against this man. Braun Strowman has not been able to hit that running power slam whatsoever. Or whenever he's been able to, Roman Reigns has somehow been able to kick out. So we're going to see tonight if Strowman is ready for that #1 contender spot. Here we go, Big E, Braun Strowman, two absolute monsters going at it. Here we go, Strowman coming right after Big E. He is absolutely focused. And Strowman needs to be careful of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods getting involved. I don't see them really trying to get involved, especially with the Braun Strowman, but I mean, anything is very well possible. As Big E with the reversal. And this is going to be a showcase match for Big E as well, because, Big E's not really thought as a singles competitor. He's mostly been known for the New Day, but, I mean, Big E, Kofi, Xavier, I mean, those guys can win those championships like the United States Championship. I mean, Big E, Kofi Kingston especially could win the like those bigger championships. I'm not saying Xavier couldn't win the WWE Championship, but I don't know. You could just who's been here the longest and whatnot. But either way, this is a big opportunity for Big E. Trying to show off the strength there, and Strowman, that didn't work out too well. Oh God, Big E tried to do a shoulder tackle, and Strowman, he ran into Strowman like a brick wall, and then a big vicious headbutt there from Strowman. This could be a long night for Big E if he's not able to get something going. Now Strowman getting his left arm out of socket there. Big punch there. And again another punch. Big E just trying to do anything in his power. Now Strowman getting a little pissed off though. Oh, fireman's carry takedown there. Oh, and then bouncing Strowman's head off that top turnbuckle. And here comes Big E, those big punches. And now he has Strowman right on the ground now. This is the right opportunity. Now Strowman pushing out the way. Oh, going for another shoulder tackle. He didn't learn his lesson the last time. And gets connected with that knee strike. I mean, Daniel Bryan Braun Strowman should be a pretty good matchup. I'd love to see how that's going to go. Because Daniel Bryan, obviously, a David versus Goliath matchup. You see how Big E's doing. He's a big guy, but he's not been able to get any power maneuvers in against Braun Strowman. He's been able to hit some haymakers and whatnot, but it's not been able to be enough yet. Xavier Woods trying to get the crowd behind Big E right now, and that's all he can do. Just try and get the energy to try and get an upset victory for Big E. I mean, Big E may be the only idea for him to win this match. May be doing damage like he just did at ringside with that back body drop, and just continue to focus on him and maybe hit him with a roll-up pin or something like that. Is now Big E throwing Mr. Braun Strowman back in the ring here, and now Big E, what does he have in store here? Uh-oh. Oh my God. A big frog splash on the apron. Oh my God, Big E trying to do anything in his power to pick up a big win here tonight. Is now Big E tosses Braun Strowman back to the ring, and Strowman, that time he's like, no, I'm not taking it. And uh-oh. Oh my God. The strength there of Braun Strowman. Able to toss a man like Big E's size like a stuffed animal, just tossing him wherever he damn well pleases. Now big clothesline, and this is not a place you want to be if you're Big E right now. Back body drop, and now Strowman looking to finish him up. Spine buster to Big E. And Strowman is in his wheelhouse right now. Strowman looking to put away Big E here. No, Big E with the reversal. Oh my God. And now Big E. Big E. Are we going to see an upset? Big E has him up. Are you kidding me? No, the big ending. The big ending. Are we going to see it? 1, 2. Oh my God, so close to a 3 count. Oh my God. We almost saw an upset victory. Oh my God, this is why you cannot count out a man like Big E. This man is... Man, oh my God, that was so very, very close. And if Big E's able to hit that again, hit another big ending, I think Big E wins this matchup. Big E's done quite well. But early in the match, it was very difficult, but Big E's been able to try and see what else he needed to do in this matchup. Beating down Strowman at ringside to loosen him up a little bit and be able to actually pick him up. And now Big E gonna focus on that lower back. And that's what all Big E needs to do. Just do what he needs to do. As an arm drag reversal there from Strowman. And uh-oh. Strowman. Oh God, this is bad for Big E. Gut wrench suplex to Big E, and Strowman trying to put him away, but no, Big E with his own reversal. This match has honestly gone longer on than I've ever expected between these two big guys. And now Big E. Big splash there from Big E. Are we going to see it? 2, 3. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Big E with the upset of the century. Braun Strowman just got upset by Big E. Oh my God. Wow. I knew Big E was going to put up a hell of a fight, but honestly, I thought Strowman would be honestly able to put him away, but Big E with that frog splash at the end was having enough to put him away. Oh my God. How in the living hell did Big E do that? But either way, what an upset victory for Big E. That's what Big E definitely needed to show why he's not a talent to be kind of messed with here in Universe mode. As we get ready for our main event, Asuka takes on Becky Lynch. Wait a minute. Daniel Bryan in the ring. Hold on a minute. Bryan, the running knee to Braun Strowman. Daniel Bryan sending a message to Braun Strowman. He definitely needed that. And now, again, Daniel Bryan. Is he going to go with the running knee again? Yes! The running knee strike again. Daniel Bryan. I don't know if this is what you want to do to the monster, but Daniel Bryan with 2 running knees to Braun Strowman. We're going to see if this outcome is going to be affected this Sunday, as Big E picks up a win over Braun Strowman, Daniel Bryan picking up a win later on, but Bryan just attacking Braun Strowman after the matchup. We're going to see how this is affected as it is main event time. Here is your Royal Rumble winner, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch. She's going to have a big task ahead of her right now. And this match right now could be a future match between both women at WrestleMania. If Becky Lynch happens to pick Asuka, or possibly, if Charlotte wins, it could be Charlotte versus Becky. I don't know. But either way, I mean, Charlotte's shown different change in attitude these last couple weeks, and Charlotte even put Asuka through a table via a moonsault. So I mean, Asuka wants to put away Charlotte, put that feud away, and maybe have Becky Lynch challenge her. So right now it is Ronda and Asuka. Who is that gonna be heading into WrestleMania? We know for sure it's gonna be Rousey, but does Becky Lynch want Rousey, a unproven superstar, or do you want someone like Asuka? As here we go. Here comes the Smackdown Live Women's Champion. Everyone here in Iowa, you don't see any seat. No one's sitting down whatsoever. Everyone's standing up for the Smackdown Live Women's Champion. Asuka is making her way down to the ring, and for Asuka, this is a good opportunity to pick up a win over a Royal Rumble winner, and then defeat Charlotte. And then, after that, we don't know what it is, because we're being told that Becky Lynch has to make her decision either at Fastlane or the night after. So that has to be on the next SmackDown Live. So Fastlane or the next SmackDown Live, Becky Lynch needs to make her decision. We saw last night on Monday Night Raw, Batista officially picking AJ Styles. I mean, that's what we thought when Batista attacked Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, that Batista was coming to SmackDown Live, but last night for sure he pointed at AJ Styles, he pointed at him, told him, you know what, I'm coming for your championship. Love him or hate Batista, that's the animal's way. He's coming after the Universal Championship, and we could see a new Universal Champion coming up at WrestleMania. As here we go, Becky Lynch and Asuka one-on-one tonight. In your main event of the evening, if you guys are just tuning in, Daniel Bryan was able to survive Bobby Roode, as well as the Usos defeated the Shield, and Big E getting a big upset victory. Then after the match, Daniel Bryan coming out to attack Braun Strowman, as well as right now our main event is Asuka, your SmackDown Live Women's Champion, taking on the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, Becky Lynch. And hopefully Charlotte's in the back watching, just trying to scout Asuka even more. I mean, for Charlotte, for how cocky she is, she's probably thinking, I already have her scouted. I already know what her flaws are. And she's probably thinking, what, Asuka has a lot of flaws. Which is, I honestly don't think so. But, the cockiness of Charlotte Flair, I could definitely see her saying that. As now, Asuka, off the ropes we go here. Showing a little bit of agility, then a knee strike right to the midsection there of Becky Lynch. And now here comes Asuka. Snap suplex. Oh, now into a pinfall. Could this be enough? Nope, just a 1 count. Becky, obviously, both these women are going to want to get a big win heading into, Fastlane, as well as Lynch heading into WrestleMania. But we don't know who Lynch is picking. Is it going to be Asuka or Charlotte or Ronda Rousey? Just look at these vicious chops there from Asuka. Now Becky Lynch trying to fight back. Oh, and then Asuka right on the arm socket there of Becky Lynch. And now off the ropes we go again. Showing some more agility here. But Becky Lynch with her own reversal again. Fireman's carry takedown. Oh, and then a German suplex right on that neck. And now Asuka going to take some time with a little bit of a headlock, just trying to secure Becky Lynch, try and maybe make her tap out. As Lynch trying to get back up to her feet. It seems like she's going to. Now these elbow strikes right to the midsection, right in the ribs. Oh, big clothesline takes down Lynch. We're going to drag her halfway across the ring. Oh my God, what a vicious knee strike. I mean, Asuka versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, that would definitely be a pretty good match. Both women skilled with submission holds. Reversal there. And now, here comes Becky Lynch. Hold on. Big exploder there to Asuka. As, wait a minute. Charlotte Flair's music. Wait a minute. Is Charlotte going to come out? Wait, there's Charlotte. There's Charlotte Flair. Oh my God, the referee doesn't see it. Oh wait, now, no. Natural selection. Natural selection. And referee not stopping the match whatsoever. And now Asuka. Asuka going for the pinfall here. 1, not like this. 2. No, 2.5. Referee has not disqualified whatsoever. Just going to let it happen, I suppose. Or maybe he was told in his ear not to stop this big main event type matchup. I believe this is the first ever type main event here on SmackDown Live featuring 2 women. And now Becky Lynch with a DDT there. And now Lynch, after suffering that natural selection there by the hands of Charlotte Flair. Oh, we're going to have a disarmer. The disarmer is locked in on Asuka. The non-title match. Is Becky Lynch going to make Asuka tap? Is Asuka going to tap? No. Asuka able to fight out of it, but how much damage was done to that arm? And Becky Lynch all fired up right now. Oh, and a big knockout punch there from Asuka. Becky Lynch doesn't even know where she's at right now. And Asuka trying to fight back right now. She's trying to get the crowd behind her. Big clothesline there. And another one. Here comes Asuka. Oh, and a super kick takes down Lynch. And this is not where you want to be if you're Becky Lynch right now. Spinning heel kick. Here comes Asuka. Hip attack takes her down into a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Asuka with a big win. But you can give a big X factor, a big point to Charlotte Flair coming out and attacking with some natural selection right there. The referee telling her to get the hell out of the ring. She sneaks out of the ring, but referee kind of sees it. He could have honestly stopped the match, but besides his aggression, he decided not to. And this disarmer didn't work out. But right here, this spinning heel kick right to Becky Lynch. And it was all she wrote. Asuka in SmackDown Live on top of the world. But at Fastlane, will it be the same scene? Will Asuka retain her championship over Asuka? Or will Asuka retain over Charlotte Flair? Pardon me. Either way, we're going to find out at Fastlane. This was the Go Home Show, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on SmackDown Live. And next time you guys see me, we'll be on NXT.